Well, it's now the turn of the Gingerland Secondary School. We're going to have the cross-country relay. Today is Wednesday, the 25th of January. A little bit of a rain earlier. Might have just cooled down conditions somewhat, but the sun is out in all of its glory at the moment. We're going to have the junior boys and girls. And they'll be starting here, heading past Bryna, heading up 16 acres, and then over to Zetlands and back to the school. Should be starting momentarily. The cheerleaders warming up, and we should be having action aplenty in a few. Well, they're off and running.
You guys start with them. Go.
So they're off and running.
Everybody's gonna figure it out.
So how many shots now we threw for them?
Well, it seems as if we're having some complications in terms of some of the athletes are not yet at their relay station, but I guess that will be sorted out hopefully before they get there to pass off the first battle.
They do a UT and Jamie. Jamie.
So you may,
they'll figure it out.
well, they're coming along by the health center area, greenhouse, with some nice strides. And just remember that the junior boys and junior girls are running together. I think this could kind of motivate the young boys, because there's a young lady who is leading the pack for the moment. Boys don't like to be led by girls, and so I would expect a bit of a challenge. But she looks cool, she looks organized. Looks as if she is totally in charge for the moment. So that's greenhouse for the girls in front, and it looks like greenhouse for the boys in the second spot. And well, this young lady has been a champion athlete from primary school, has always been a standout athlete, so she's doing very well. And for the moment she looks cool. Looks very cool and organized. Here she comes. Pushing up the hill now. Looking pretty strong. And still the greenhouse athlete. In terms of the boy, another greenhouse athlete, he's closing the gap on her. She just looks to be tiring. Well, just as I said that, she starts to walk, but long strides nonetheless. The young man has gone past her, and I think he told her, let's go, we are all greenhouse. And so she has started to run again. That's good encouragement. It's a team thing here. So she's still walking again, but again maintaining some long strides. Greenhouse in the lead now in terms of the males. Greenhouse female coming back, trying to keep close to her teammate, and still starts to walk again, but the young guy is still running. He looks back, realizes that his teammate has dropped off a bit, but he knows that he has to keep running.
Okay, then let's go.
And he's gonna run for as long as he can. And so a greenhouse encouraging his for the first time he starts to walk, but he too having some quick strides, starts to run again, and still running. So still running. And more encouragement for Greenhouse. A little bit of a stumble as he looked back. He needs to focus forward. Think about the passing of the baton rather than who is behind you. So he knows that he has established a bit of a lead. Relaxes a little bit. Trying to catch his breath, starts to run again. And this hill is a killer, really. Most people burn out even by the health center now. They would have burnt out a long time ago. This guy is doing pretty well. So, so already working up a sweat. Oh, the dog frightened him. Maybe that's an idea. I think they should get a couple of dogs to follow these guys now. They'll run fast. He really pushed out after the dog, caught him off guard a bit. He didn't see it, just heard the barking, and he was, as they would say, out of port. He hasn't stopped running since. Somebody called him. Somebody told him. He was just about to walk, and it seems as if somebody told him that the batting station is just ahead. So look at the push. Look at the push. Look at the push. Oh yeah, greenhouse. There's a lot of excitement here out of the blocks. Fresh legs on the track, right on us. So fresh legs, looking organized. So Green has established a serious lead. Nice smooth run so far. Now, if he's the one who is going to do the 16-acre thing, then this would be the real test. So this is going to be the real test. Antoine is the name. So Antoine heading up the road. He's going to get a real test in a few seconds. And we'll see how he handles that. So far he's doing well. Certainly everybody else is lost to the world. Took a quick glance over his shoulder. Now the real test begins just about here. And I'll watch closely to see how far he goes before he starts to walk. So going very hard for the moment, but still maintaining a good decent stride. But you could hear him blowing pretty hard. And I'm not sure, I haven't seen any water stations as yet. Hope they are organized if they have them. Now he's getting some encouragement. Well, oh, he has something. Oh, a nebulizer. So I hope he's not asthmatic. Wow. So this could be a problem.
No, no problem. He just take the bomb.
Okay, well he hasn't stopped yet. Oh, well, he's going hard. He had to stop for a moment. Starts to run again. Didn't stop for long. Further down the hill, as he looks back, we see some others coming up the hill. Well, mark that spot, the cover for the nebulizer job. So they dropped in this general area. Let's continue to run. So he hasn't done badly in this hill, even though you could say it's taking a toll on him. Well, here's another dog. I wonder if the dog thing would work again. No, he's not coming up. So he's still pushing. Still pushing now. So he has handled this hill pretty well, and knowing that he probably has some issues, he's handled that well too. So now he can just come down and cruise control coming downhill. He has done the hard work. Once you top that hill, you can just let the hill, the incline slide.
Walk up the road, you can see Antoine cover the pump.
Yeah.
The asthma pump.
You just have to manage your brakes that you don't overrun. He seems to be handling it pretty well, and should be passing off shortly. Here is a pass off. We're gonna have fresh legs on the track once more. The Rollins folks are out in their numbers. Fresh legs on the track. So doing pretty well so far. Nobody else in sight. And they have to go all the way over to Zetlands. So still has some way to go, but I guess there will be another. Oh, we're seeing the second button passed up, so we might still have a bit of a challenge on here because it's also fresh legs. It's also fresh legs, and this athlete probably not the quickest. The other one is making waves in terms of speed, but then you make up the slack and then you burn yourself out. So I don't know how he's gonna handle it. But this youngster is maintaining a steady pace. He isn't going at a whirlwind pace, but he's maintaining a steady pace as the other athlete turns the corner at the far end. So he's running a very important leg, an established lead, wants to maintain that lead, and he knows that somebody's coming for him as well. So looking very strong is the athlete behind. Moving very nicely. This athlete would know that he's being challenged, but I don't think he has any more in the tank. He's not running as if he knows that somebody's hot on his heels. I want to believe that he can't really push out anymore. So, but one good thing about it is he's not increasing his pace, but he isn't slowing up either. He's maintaining that one steady pace, and the other athlete really closing on him. Longer legs, bigger strides. He hasn't looked back as yet to see how close the athlete is on him. The athlete is right behind him now. He doesn't look back. He's focused on what's in front of him. But the challenge is right on his heels. But I think he knows. I think he knows that somebody's on him. And so let's see what happens here now, because he's right on him now. He's right on him. And he goes past him as if he's in reverse. So Vaden, representing blue, has gone past the green. Very composed indeed. Now he really put out a lot to catch up, so he must be extremely tired. But he's not really showing it for the moment. Not as yet. Maybe when they get to the hill, there's a little hill over at Zetlands that normally knock out a couple of athletes. So here goes. Teachers encouraging. Blue and green. So greenhouse lagging somewhat now. Blue house still hasn't slowed up. Glances over his shoulder. I think he's looking back for a reason. I think he wants to stop and walk, but he wants to make sure that he has a long lead. And he realizes that the lead isn't so long. This is the little incline we were talking about. A little testing incline here. But he's handling it superbly. He's pulling it nicely indeed. I have seen a lot of people crank out in this hill, but he has done really well. He has done exceptionally well. This is a tremendous run. Round of applause for Vaden. He wants to stop. You know he wants to stop, but he knows the baton is just ahead. Baton station. He's doing well. Seriously. Well, he's moving along nicely. Strong run. Strong run here.
What you gonna say here?
Yeah. If he was second, I would have been running the leg.
Looks as if my neighbor is taking over. Yeah. And if it's hull wrong, he has to be good. You could ask Cameron about that. Once it's hull wrong. Hull wrong produces the best. So moving along nicely. Nice strides.
Nice breeze here, boy.
Yeah, good breeze here at Zetlands as well. Did a very good run at the EPPS Relay Fest on Sunday as well. I think he surprised a few people.
Where's he from?
Holgram.
It's from Matchman.
He's from Holgram.
Man, take from Holgram. We're going to do Matchman.
Man's from Holgram.
That's my neighbor.
Yeah. So here he comes. Running along really nice and nobody challenging.
Holgram.
It's all about Holgram right now. So has to pull a little brakes. We're entering the main road here at Pond Hill. And the traffic obediently holding up slightly to allow. Now he must be starting to feel the pressure as well, but he's really running strongly. You'll have to watch and see if he shows any signs of wanting to walk at any point, but he doesn't give that impression right now. Looks as if he's saying, oh yes, his elder brother is here with us, so he must be holding his breath. But he's doing well, very strong run. And police vehicle going in the opposite direction. So we are now at Chicken Stone, and he's still looking strong. Where are the other athletes? He looks back as I asked that. They're nowhere in sight. So still moving along strong, looking really strong. I think he's almost trying to target the vehicle to say, if I stay close to the vehicle, then I know I'm good. So he's keeping as close as possible to the vehicle. The vehicle now is his competitor, and he's really running along nicely. Is there another button pass? No more, right? This is it. This is it. So he has to go all the way to the school. Pretty long run, but he has the energy. He has picked up the challenge and he's handling it well. Getting some encouragement now.
I know.
So
I don't think we're
running along nicely.
Even when you can chat, you can't hear.
Coming along really nicely. Boring Bridge now. Still looking strong. He's very determined. Holds his side just for a little moment there. Hope that's not bad news. But I can tell you this much. He trains hard, and the training now is coming to bear. And that's what a lot of athletes need to know. You have to practice, you have to train. You can't just get up and do things like this. It's all about practice, training, putting in the work and getting the results. So Greenhouse getting the results this afternoon. Blue House, that is, Blue House getting the results. And doing very well. Now he could just ease down the hill. Don't have to put any pressure on himself. Can't think about walking now. It's too close to think about walking. Getting all kinds of encouragement. He's still maintaining a very good stride. Gets a round of applause as he goes past Old Manor now. Still looking really strong. Coming down the hill as we approach Market Shop. This has been an excellent run. Gets a round of applause, more encouragement. You hear the screams now. They realize who is leading. It's all blue. The Blue House posse waving. More applause. It's all about blue. And looks back, but there's nobody. Only vehicles. Vehicle in front, vehicle behind. And it's all about staying focused. Just finishing and finishing well.
Good one, stand down.
So here he comes. last run. So Blue House has left them in the dust. Tremendous run.
Let it go on the other side. Let it go on the other side.
So we have Greenhouse coming in now. He has done a pretty good run. So Greenhouse coming through. Second placer. That's a round of applause. Oh, he's gone to the wrong gate. Taking a bit of a shortcut. Gets it organized. So it's going to be the first female in. So it means that Greenhouse will take the gold for the females as she comes in. So Greenhouse, they were leading initially, and so no surprise here. Greenhouse athlete finishing pretty stoutly. Well, not quite. She starts to walk as she went up the hill. The second place is across the road, but she won't be able to catch her even if she walk all the remaining distance. And she's not going to walk, she's going to run to the finish. So first place is green, red is in second. We'll bring in red momentarily. Here's Red House coming through as the traffic increases. Oh, sorry, red is for the males now. Red House gets in a chair. Red House completing the race for the males. So that would be the third place for, or the second place, I'm not even sure. There we have another one of the females coming through. She seems to be struggling badly, but once she completes the race, that's the important thing. So, coming along nicely. So here she comes. Red House. It looks as if it's Red House. That's a round of applause as she comes in. She's done a pretty good run. And seems to be pretty organized as she goes up towards the finish line. Well, they should be starting the senior boys and girls shortly, but another athlete has been seen in the distance, so they've held off just slightly. A round of applause coming through now. It's all about finishing the race, and she is finishing with some strong strides. Slowing up slightly, but still going. That's a round of applause as she makes the turn now and decides to go a little bit of a walk. Really tired, obviously tired. But the point is that she's going to complete this race. Get ready for the next race. Well, they're off and running. These are the senior boys and girls, and the big boys and the big girls in the school. So this is the final race for the day. And Here's where the big boys and big girls play. Greenhouse athletes trying to establish a bit of a lead, but everybody's staying close. There's a young Fifield in there. Remember, there was a certain Roger Fifield who used to be a good athlete. Emphasis on used to. So, Greenhouse athletes coming along looking strong, getting a bit of a lead now as we approach the Gingerland police station. So again, these guys train really hard, so it's all about the results of the hard work. So all of the ladies are at the back. The three guys are at the front. So there's still has a strong stride. Fifield seems to be struggling somewhat, but still staying close to the other guy. Matter of fact, he has a bit of a lead on him now.
Hold on, don't fall out of here.
So here he goes. He's right on us now. But he has established more of a lead and looks particularly strong. These little hills normally knock out the best of athletes. So, telling him to keep the momentum. So, still coming along nicely. Greenhouse. He's really looking strong. And Rejon Fifield has pulled up. Starts to run again, but he's in second, which is not bad at all, knowing that it's a grueling run. This would always be a grueling run, but this athlete still maintaining a very good stride, even though this is a testing hill here. You can hear him blowing from here though, he's blowing hard. So I think Rejon's mommy is there. And Rejon must be saying, can I get a lift? And she's saying, you better run. And so he's starting to run again. Got a little bit of water too.
Suppose you eat him?
Let's coming up the hill now. Rejon's still looking pretty strong. Starts to walk again. But this athlete at the top, he hasn't stopped. Very determined indeed. You can see his legs are getting a little heavy, but he's still going along, maintaining a pretty steady clip. And I guess he's one of the top athletes at the school as well. I wonder if he's a sprinter as well. Not a sprinter by a long shot, says Cameron. Just the response tells me that no, he won't be sprinting on sports day. So, but you stay in your lane, you stay in your zone, you do what your talents allow you to do. And this is it. So he's leading away. Rejon.
So on.
Push it! Let me go!
Push it, she says. Push it. Greenhouse all the way. So coming up the hill now.
Come on!
Still hasn't stopped. This youngster ran earlier. He's encouraging his teammate. Encouraging his teammate there.
Oh, I see you.
You know, still celebrating. Yeah, fresh legs on the track now. You know, it's again, she says.
She knows the
You know, splash off first.
So he's right on us, right on us. And
you see Gary in Castle?
So he has to deal with 16 acres. How does he handle it? How will he handle it? We'll have to wait and see.
But you can still get back.
Well, Red House has passed off.
Exactly when you get back. Once you get back, you turn out.
Coming up this hill, he's going to have a bit of a test here now. Let's see how he handles it. I don't lie, but he's not a fan of the zigzag thingy in the hill. Says it's a waste of time. This guy is not zigzagging, but he hasn't reached a real journey yet in terms of the hill. So, still looking strong. Now here's where we're gonna see how good he is. Let's see how good he is. My goodness, it almost seems as if he increased his pace.
No, back on.
Does this guy work on solar energy, geothermal energy, or energize a battery? Because he's increasing his pace. This guy is increasing his pace. Where people normally stop and slow down and walk, this guy looks as if, well, no, you could see a bit of more test now. You could see the legs start to get a little heavy here, but he's still huffing and puffing. And my niece Charmin, she's green all the way. No, I don't know if Charmin was an athlete, but Charmin is a coach, I could tell you that. Charmin is coaching. And you listen to Charmin and think that Charmin used to coach Usain Bolt. And he's responding. He's responding here. He's responding. He hasn't stopped. So that's good coaching. Yeah, that's good coaching. Whatever Charmin told him, he hasn't stopped. And that's serious coaching.
If he walk, he just demand walk.
You know, as I mentioned, he starts to walk now. Those legs starting to get a bit heavy. And as I mentioned, we're going to get back to that. Charmin tells him to start running again. They're going to pass off by Pittyman's area. So here goes. So now he's back in control of himself, allowing the hill to just slide him down. But once they start hitting the ground so hard, you know that there's a little problem, but he's still going along nicely. Still going along nicely. He has done very well indeed. He has done very well indeed. Established a good lead. We're going to have fresh legs now. And that Ken it is. He is a fast bowler. And a strong fast bowler too. Running very stoutly for the moment. Now, as I mentioned, Usain Bolt. It is very funny that Usain Bolt, who is probably the best sprinter the world has ever known, was outrun by a lady in a wheelchair. I mean, that's mostly amazing. But here's Ken approaching us now, looking really strong. We'll have to see how it works out as he goes up the little incline there at Zetlands. That's normally a bit of a test. I've seen some of the other guys handle it very well. Ken looks strong. Very strong indeed. So, along stoutly. So, these guys train very hard for the Brown Hill cricket team. So, he should be pretty fit. There he goes. Ken. Still nice smooth strides. Really strong strides. No slowing up, no easing up the pressure. The others are not in sight by a long shot. He actually has to hold a little bit of brakes as he comes right on us here. Turns the corner just about now. And still looking really strong. Now he's fighting a little bit here as he's blowing hard now. So I guess the pressure now hitting him. After a while you realize that you really don't work with solar energy. You're still a human being. And it starts to hit home. And Shirley Wilkes says she knows he can do it. So that's Coach Shirley Wilkes for your information.
All these coaches used to work.
So can moving along nicely. So
I think I can trim the plane.
Ken still with us, definitely telling himself, and this is a little incline I was telling you about, and he's digging deep. He's not going to walk. It's obvious that he has made up his mind he's going to complete this running. The batting station is just up ahead. Just up ahead. So he's going to make this pass just now. It would be interesting to see if they have anybody better than this for that final leg. But then it's all about strategic. Oh, he's
Come on,
going to
right
walk. He's almost there. But the pressure taking toll.
One again.
And he decides that he's
Let's go,
going
Ken.
to walk a little.
I feel like we're again.
Yeah, really tired. So he now pushes off for that final couple of meters. That hill I told you, that hill here at Zetland, it takes a toll on some people.
I don't hear Pastor.
So
No, I don't agree.
What?
it would be interesting to see who is going to finish this race. That's a red, it's a call, but I don't think it's red, it's all green. And well, this guy takes the baton with a lot of style. With a lot of style.
This is a hello.
Cruising coming down. So, green socks and all. Green turban. And you can see that a lot of people from Nevis visiting Dubai recently. So, not yet. So, greenhouse, large and in charge. So, green pulling brakes here because that hill, he has to handle it well. Because he had so much speed that he literally had to hold brakes coming down. And he managed to do it without falling over. So back on level pegging now, taking his time, striding nicely. He knows he has a long lead, but he still can't relax though. Again, holding a bit of brakes as he approaches the main road. Traffic pretty much clear here. Now he has the flat and he's pushing out nicely. Still with some good strides. So very good strides for the moment as we come across, heading down towards Chicken Stone, and still moving along nicely, battling his left hand, right hand pumping as we approach Chicken Stone. Relaxes slightly, doesn't even have to look back because I'm not even sure if this other baton has been passed off as yet. I mean, he has a long lead, so he's moving really well for the time being. We're still not seeing a second athlete in view. When we're going to hear the cheers in the region of Old Manor.
Oh, so red right there, man.
Oh, we understand. Yes, red has just passed Chicken Stone, so that means red would have covered some good distance at a pretty fast clip.
You right there?
But the lead is so long that something has to go drastically wrong for red to catch up. It has to be a virtual miracle. There is red all the way back there, and it's a long distance to travel, but you could see that the red house athlete is giving it his all. Green maintaining that steady pace, large and in charge, coming through Bowen Bridge now.
We're doing good.
You're gonna hear some cheers. Hey, Red has done really well because he had a long distance to catch up. He has shortened that distance slightly, and Greenhouse though is not helping him or helping the cause of Red because he's maintaining that very steady clip and he's doing really well. So once he got that baton, it was literally as if he started celebrating even before he took it. And he literally knows that he's way ahead of the crowd. So, coming downhill now towards the Methodist Church. And he's still very strong. Paced himself so well in this hill that he didn't have to literally hold brakes. He's just striding it out nicely. So you get the impression as if, based on what we saw when he took the baton, that he's gonna do something fancy when he sees the crowd close to the school. I don't know what he's gonna do, but something tells me as we get the applause here at Old Manor. So something tells me that. Well, I don't think he has the energy to somersault, but I think he's gonna do something. So, coming down nicely. And getting past Market Shop just about now. And round of applause, getting some encouragement. He starts to push out once more. He's pushed, look at that, thumbs up. I told you so. A little bit of a thumbs up. He's totally in charge. He actually looked at the fan and thumbs up. Now let's see what he's gonna do when he approaches the schoolyard, because I feel he's gonna do something else. Maybe a dance, who knows? Let's see. It's coming through. Let's see, watching him closely to see what the reaction is. He looks back for the first time in a long time. Now he knows. It's showtime, folks. Showtime. Let's see what he's gonna do here. As he approaches the crowd. They're cheering him on. They're cheering him on. Well, nice strides going up the hill. Totally in charge. Greenhouse has done it. And then we have the next athlete coming through. With a bit of an entourage. So here's the athlete getting some encouragement. Red House, his teammates encouraging him. So all of his teammates deciding to run alongside him to make sure that he completed the race safely. And he has done pretty well.
On this zigzag. When you want zigzag, you want twice.
But doing that because he back.
Looks like the other male athletes, two have come in already. So this is the third one. We haven't seen any of the females as yet. So coming in now to complete this race.
Them girls have a good team. Them girls have a good team.
Cheers here as it comes on. Blue House athlete being encouraged. We're going to see the first female coming through. So, she as well. She starts to walk. Has to be burnt out. There's an athlete pretty close to her as well. So if only she can push out, but she starts to run again.
That would be amazing.
She's stopping again. She's tired. Really tired. The Venus athlete is closing the gap. They realize that we have a race on here. We have a serious race on here. Can she cover that distance? Blue is really struggling. Green is trying to come through. The crowd is into it. The crowd is into it. It's going to be a tight one to the finish. She's giving it to all the second placer. They're cheering on. They're cheering on. This is a race. Blue is gone. Blue is gone. She's going to let it catch it. She's going to let it catch it. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. Blue has pulled away. Oh, Green has gone down. They really pushed her too hard. Blue has pulled away. So Green has gone down. Overexerted herself, being cheered on by the expectant crowd, and she went down. It's as if feet not allowing her to go any further. Now, how legit is this in terms of help to the finish line? I don't know if this is legitimate. So, well, she has pulled away now to finish on her own, and she's literally dragging herself across the finish line. Well, we have the Red House athlete coming through. So, the Red House athlete is coming.
But what I could have done, right? The red was so far behind, right? Leave her there. Find out what we have to do.
So here she comes. Here she comes. She is running through now to secure third place, but it could well turn out to be second place if the second place athlete is disqualified. Here she comes. Obviously tired. And she's gonna probably walk it in from here. Or she decides to do a bit of a run to finish as she goes up the hill. She's still walking. She's walking in. So that's where we leave you from the Gingerland Secondary School.